So how is everyone?
They're all doing good. They were in here talking about vapes and Cfmotos.
So what did I miss? What were you talking about? Just answering questions and that?
Pretty much.
Okay. Seeing I've wasted about a half hour, I'll just jump right into the first part. Today I went on a ride with my dad, and he has a Cfmoto Cforce 400 touring, and it's 2023. And I don't believe that in the U.S. you have a touring for the 400, do you?
No.
Yeah, I was a little shocked to find that out because
Yeah.
we do. And anyways, I've drove it around his yard and on his road where it's really flat. And then today we're out riding on the trails, and he says to me, he says, "You want to try it out here on the trails?" And I'm like, "Well, I've tried it out before." And he goes, "Well, no, go ahead and try it out." And I had my Cforce 500, the 21 Cforce 500
Yeah.
Classic. So anyways, I jump on it and I take off, and I'm like, what the hell? Why? It
Right.
was so smooth. I guess because of the longer wheelbase. The new seats are amazing compared to the other one. It's like it's like a bag of wet cement on mine.
Mm-hmm.
The new seats, your ass just goes down about 2 inches or 3 inches. And when you're hitting bumps, you can feel the cushion. Plus, I've never really driven an ATV any distance that has power steering in my
Oh
life.
wow.
So I was totally friggin' blown. My mind was blowing. And I'm like, I drove it for about 4 or 5 miles, and then I stopped, and I'm like ranting and raving to him about it. I said, I can't believe this. And he was on mine. And I said to him, I said, what do you think of that one? He says, holy shit. He says, this thing is horrible, right?
Yeah.
And I go, I know, I can't believe the difference. And he says, it's like being back on my old 1996 Honda 300, he says. So I actually jumped back on mine, and we went another 2, 3 miles, and I stopped, and he was a bit behind me. So I started walking up the trail, left my machine parked and shut it off. And he comes up to me and he says, what are you doing? He says, why are you walking? I said, I'm sick of that one. I said, I'm just walking home. I'm leaving it there. I don't give a shit about it.
Right.
So that was I had to tell people. I mean, like, I couldn't believe it. Maybe you guys or many of you already know about the difference between the new ones and then that one, which is
I
not,
know
it's
here
just a short wheelbase.
we have a 500 here,
Yeah,
and I sat on that, and it's bigger than my 600. It's big.
it's bigger. How come?
I don't know. They just made it bigger. Like it's
Oh,
more bulky. It's
yeah.
about it's about like sitting on it. It's like sitting on my Overland.
Okay. That's
I
weird.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't like it for it being a 500. When I think of 500, I think small. But then if you look back to the Polaris days, their 500s were bigger too. Because I think didn't they have a 5, a 6, and a 700 all on the same chassis? The Sportsman, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I
But
ridden a 600 and I actually rolled it.
Polaris, you said? Yeah.
Yep, I rolled it on a hill. I just went down this hill and I went to turn around in mid. Thing is, I just had surgery, so I had a bunch of stitches in my stomach and I could barely walk as it was. But I was on a bunch of pain meds and everything, and my uncle helped me get up on it because I couldn't even get up on it. And he was like, "Don't be riding crazy." I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just gonna go for a little cruise." Well, I went down this hill, and then down the hill is trails. So I didn't want to end up on the trails with my situation. So right in the middle of the hill, I did a U-E. As I turned into that U-E, it flipped on me.
Yeah. So how were you?
Huh?
Did you rip any stitches?
No, thank God. Thank God. It hurt though.
I'll tell you, I'll never own another machine without power steering. Well, that makes sense anyway, but I don't know why they'd ever build a machine without power steering like nowadays.
Yeah.
But Cfmoto, I would definitely go on with a 2-up from now on if I was to get another ATV. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's night and day.
The 2-ups are like a Cadillac in the woods.
It is.
Yep. It's that extra wheelbase, and that's all the difference.
Yeah.
And it, like the 600 rides better than the Overland. And there, I know there's people on the internet that will argue till they're blue in the face that the Overland is the best riding thing. Coming from a guy that actually owns both,
Right.
the 600 Touring rides the best out of all of Cfmoto's ATVs. Hey, well, I never rode in the new 400 like you just did, so I can't speak for that. But, 600 Touring, the 1000, the 800, the big ones, the 600 Touring, it whoops them.
What year is that 600?
22?
And they had the new seats in 22, right?
Yes.
That seat is everything.
Yeah, it's like memory foam.
It's beautiful. My God, I want that in my truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the seat is comfortable. Your butt will not go numb on that.
No. I see Cam here. I know Cam. I've rode with Cam once, and he's got the 400, and he says, "Do you have power steering?" No, my 500 Classic did not come with power steering. They don't come with it. It's a 21, but that's why I messaged you earlier, Cam. I wanted to tell you about this, and if you ever come up here this fall, we'll have to meet my dad on the trails, and you got to try out his machine. Your mind will be blown. I'll tell you, you'll want to leave yours there in the bush. You'll want to go home with an empty trailer. That's how I felt today. It made me ill. But I plan on plowing snow in my driveway this year with it, so it'll be okay for that because it's flat. So yeah, I'm just trying to go through the things here, see if I missed anything.
Oh wow.
What happened was I was in the garage today and I changed the diff oil on my Cforce 950, both diffs, and my dad pulled up. He just came over to shoot the shit, and we ended up going for a rip. And I made a video, and I was using your method of adding the oil to the diffs with the little pump that you hook your cordless gun up to. First time I used it, man, that was amazing.
Isn't that nice?
Beautiful, especially when I realized my gun was in reverse and I switched it to forward. It really worked good.
Yep. I'd start because I was doing things here out of my driveway, and I'm like, man, it's always trying, especially the front diff. The front diff is the hardest. And I'm like, man, I'm always fighting with these. What can I do? I get me up on there some Amazon, and I'm looking at these drill pumps. I'm like, that one. So I ordered 2, one for the oil and one for the diffs. And it will suck a bottle dry quick.
Quick, yes. It was awesome. That's twice I've had my mind blown today. Yep. I actually gave you props in the video. I was so happy. It was amazing. Yep. No mess.
No mess.
Yeah, it was good. Well, just a little bit of mess when it was full because it filled up so quick. It caught me off guard. Yeah. It just dribbled out.
Yep.
But I had the I had the catch pail or whatever you want to the I don't know what I'm talking about, but I had the thing underneath to catch the oil.
Ben asked about the power difference in the 600s. It's really not much of a difference. So, like, if you were wanting to upgrade, like if you had one already and wanted to upgrade to the 23, I'd say don't waste your money. If you're wanting to buy one, one or the other, I'd go with the one that you could afford. But you'll be happy with either 600. I love mine, and I've ridden the 23 600 with, what is it, 5 more horsepower gain or something. It's nothing to bat an eye at. It's really not. But it is a gain. A gain is a gain.
That's one thing I noticed with riding my dad's 400 today. The 500 does have a bit more zip to it.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, for him, the 400 is plenty.
Yeah.
Because he's not a speeder anyway.
Right.
But I like a little bit more zip to it for sure.
You're welcome, Ben. Yeah. I was gonna get the new 23 600, and then I rid one, and I'm like, really? I gained more power by doing my clutch kit and the little mods that I did. So wasn't worth it for me to spend that much money on something I pretty much already had.
Yeah. Yeah. That 1000's a lot of fun though, right?
Oh, it's scary.
I can't even imagine.
Oh. Like what you guys see in my videos, I'm not even putting on its full potential. That's me being a little scaredy cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's enough to hurt somebody.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I haven't ridden anything bigger than the 500.
I can take it out on pavement in 4-wheel drive, drop it in low, and do donuts.
Jeez.
Just smoke in the tires. That's how much power it's got.
Yeah. That's great.
Right, Cam?
Yeah, Cam, you better put a little money aside each paycheck, buddy. You're going to want a different machine if you come try this 400 out. I'm telling you. It's that much of a difference. I can't believe the way I bounce around on a trail on my 500. Just bouncing all over.
Yeah.
It's a workout.
A trail model is a lot, or a 2-up model is a lot smoother.
Yeah. So, okay, I got that all off my chest. I was just dying to tell somebody.
Right?
So Steve, he recently opened up his new shop and for his website and whatever else he's got going on in there. And Steve, I was coming down there the first time I was going to come and see you before you got the shop, and things just didn't work out around here. Right. Couldn't make it. And then when you said you're having that grand opening, and I really wanted to come down, I said, I'm coming. And you know what? Usually when I say something, I'm doing something, 99% of the time I do it. I'm not one of those people who say, oh, I'm doing this, I'm coming here, coming there, and never do anything. Well, we actually just listed our house around that time of your grand opening, and we were getting ready. It was insane around here. I was painting and doing this and doing that. And we're packing stuff away for the showings and all that. So that's what happened there. And it's been listed about 2 weeks now, and we haven't had one showing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the market's really bad here right now.
You're going to sell your house?
Well, that's the plan. Whether we do or don't is another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like it here. We love it. I mean, it's just, we do a lot of driving back and forth. Like if we want to go to a cheap grocery store, we got to drive 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And my oldest son's going to college in that town, so 45 minutes away. And my youngest son's going to probably start college in about a year. So there's another guy that's going to be on the road. And this highway here is just treacherous. Like, people are morons.
Yep.
So it's only a 2-lane highway.
Mm.
So that's what we're dealing with. And we're just, you know what? Enough of this stuff. Derek says, where am I going? We're thinking Peterborough. So anyways, that's what was going on there. And oh man, I wanted to go so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
But it looks like you had a good turnout.
It was fun. We had over 100 people come. It was like 110 people or somewhere in there.
That's
my wife counted. Yeah. And then the next day we went riding.
Yeah.
That was fun. We had people camping in our parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, you could have camped inside the building.
I could have. Yeah.
You know, from what I can see, you could go around back, open up big door, and just park a trailer in there.
It is huge in that building.
I wanted to go down there and do donuts in there so bad.
Right?
Did you do any?
No, I didn't. No. I didn't.
Would you have stopped me?
Huh? No, the neighbors. The neighbor's been complaining about my overland.
Oh. Oh, you mean the neighbors at the building? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they complained to the township my overland's too noisy.
Yeah.
And
do they have anything, any foot to stand on, or?
Not really. Not really, except for it ain't my building. I rent it.
Oh, okay.
So if I cause too much issue, buy lease probably.
Yeah.
If it was my building, I'd full freaking send it.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. I get that.
I mean, people live in a business district and expect it to be quiet. They're in the wrong place. Like us here, we live right beside the Football Hall of Fame. When it's noisy, there ain't nobody to blame but me because I chose to buy my house here.
Right. Yeah.
So who am I going to complain to?
Right.
Would I do it again? Heck no.
So things calmed down a little bit over there?
What, at my house?
With the neighbors? No, at the building?
Yeah, they quit complaining, but
yeah.
We'll see how it goes this summer when it gets rowdy again.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess in the winter it'd be a little quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But come summer when it's time for me to fire up my toys.
Yeah. So I saw a post today from you about a new product line going on your website.
Yeah, rotors. So those rotors are upgraded rotors for the old Z-Force like you used to have. So they'll fit a few other models. All the models will be listed. But I have front and rear rotors. And then I have more in production for the U-Force 600, U-Force 1000, 1000 XL, and I think the Z950 they're gonna fit. So I have some upgraded rotors for those. And then for the XL, I'm working with Crawlworks, collaborating on some upgraded brakes, like dual piston calipers.
Oh, cool. Yeah. What about pad?
So the problem really isn't in the pad. Like everybody blames the pad, but it's not the pad.
Oh, the squealing?
The squealing, yeah, that's the pad. But the lack of stopping power, it's not really the pad.
Oh, I see.
Cfmoto comes with centered pads. You know, those are the pads that everybody wants to upgrade to.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really upgrading. They're getting the same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's all up here. It's marketing. Yeah. They make you think to get more money out of you.
Right.
but you're getting the same pad as what's already on the Cfmoto.
Right. Okay.
So
That's something else, isn't it?
that's why they don't like me being around.
So you're getting into rotors and calipers.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We're tackling the problem childs instead of the things that everybody wants. We're tackling the things that everybody needs.
And it's a performance thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you got to stop.
Exactly. People, the Cfmotos, not every Cfmoto has a rough time with the brakes, right? Only mainly the bigger machines do. And then people want to put heavier tires on and all that stuff. So we're doing the upgrade brake parts to make them stop better and hopefully make pads last longer and all that stuff.
Yeah. See, my Z-Force, it's basically stock, so I don't really notice a problem stopping. But I imagine if I went to bigger wheels.
Yeah, not all of them have an issue. It's mainly the main one that really has the issue. I'll say the Overland. And I'm sure that goes down to the Cforce 800 XC as well because it's the same chassis. Them two big ATVs, they don't like to stop. They're not that great. The XL, it really don't like to stop. Now, people say their regular U-Force don't want to stop. But I have a video on my U-Force, my 3-seater, where I slammed on the brakes and it slid 40 feet.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I don't know.
On which machine?
The 2019 U-Force, the canned ham.
Okay.
I got a video out there, a short video. I slammed on the brakes and locked up all 4 tires and slid 40 feet.
Is that when you were dancing?
Yes. Yes. Yep. And then everybody was asking me what I did to the brakes because theirs won't stop that good. It's a 2019, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, that was cracking me up when you were dancing.
Yeah. I got in trouble over that one.
For dancing?
Yeah, because I didn't have a helmet on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. Everybody wants to give a shit for something, right?
It's everywhere, man. Everybody thinks they're your daddy.
Yep. Yeah.
I learned in this world you can't be a grown up because everybody is a parent.
Yeah. That's right. Cam says brakes on his 400 are great, but I'm used to my 84 Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brakes on my little Cforce are really good too. That thing actually flies. I'm actually surprised the amount of power that has.
Yep. My 600 touring, even with 2 people on it, it'll stop on a dime.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my dad was going to buy that Cforce 500 off my son. And I thought, you know what? I should buy it and get rid of my Suzuki. I think I made a mistake. I like the old Suzuki Eiger, and it worked good. I used it mostly for plowing. But
that's right, Ben.
Well, you know what? The ride hasn't changed much, so it's really not a big deal. But I'm glad my dad didn't get it because he wouldn't have enjoyed it.
Right.
I'm glad I got it. And then he was like, okay, I got to get something. So he bought the 600. Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? He uses that thing almost every day. He just goes out, even on his own, rips around the neighborhood or whatever. He just goes.
Yeah.
He's loving it.
Yeah.
What's Ben saying? That's why we all like to escape to the woods. Yeah, you got that right. I do it often. Although I won't have that luxury if I move. I'll have to load up on the trailer because I'll be in a city. I'll probably
live in the city.
I know, but you know what? There's a lot of advantages to it too.
There is. Like here, I can ride my side by sides on the street here in the city, but I can't in the country.
That's crazy.
It's the laws. Unless I'm in an ATV town with dedicated streets, then we can. But here in the city, we're limited to 35 miles an hour on our ATVs and UTVs. I
Oh, okay.
can drive everywhere I want to here in the city on 35-mile-an-hour streets. I might have to zig and I might have to zag, but I can get there on 35-mile-an-hour streets. And sometimes I may or may not forget to read a speed limit sign, and I might jog slightly across the 45-mile-an-hour street.
So that's so like your law lets you do 35 miles per hour?
35 mile. It has to be a 35-mile-an-hour under road.
See, here in our town, if the speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour, we have to do 30 on an ATV or side by side. That's slower than 35 miles per hour. I don't even know
Yeah,
what that is, but it's like crawling. And if
yeah.
it's 80 kilometers per hour, which is 50 miles per hour, we can do 50. So if it's 80, yeah, I think we can do 50, which is probably close to your 35.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
so Ben says, Roland, any news on Sagan Sports, Power Sports? That's where Ben and I both bought our Z Forces, and my dad got his. It's like 3.5 hours from here because we don't like the Cfmoto dealerships around us. So no news on them. Actually, I was going to reach out to them again, Ben, because I'm working on something, and I was wondering if they could be like a connection for me or find out something for me. But anyways, what happened was is the dealership, which he mentions there, it burnt down
Oh
probably
yeah.
a few months ago. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So yeah, it burnt down, and I think they're doing their business online as much as they can. They have one shop, and I think one part of their showroom, which was an old house, but the part that was the main central part of their business is all down to the ground. And the neighboring place to them, there was a shed behind them, and I guess a fire caught in there and spread to their business,
Oh wow.
which really sucks.
Yeah.
Like out of I know, and I've dealt with a lot of dealers of all brands, and my gosh, it's hard to find a good one, and this was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have that same problem around us. We have one dealer 10 minutes away. They don't stock or carry anything. If you want it, it's usually on back order and it's 5 times the price of what you'd pay anywhere else. Then we have another dealer that's 25 minutes away. They're really nice. It's like Amish owned,
Oh
and
yeah.
they stock a lot. So before CRV Power Sports, Cfmoto USA
Current.
was, yes, a big part supplier. These guys were bigger than them. So they're no longer, they quit doing that, like they took their website down and everything. But at one time they were. So they still have a warehouse that's pretty big and whatnot. Um Dealers are, they're hit and miss.
Yeah. Yeah. It all depends on the people, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of dealerships around here, they want to charge you for every little thing when you buy a machine. Admin fees, this and that, bullshit fees. And the
Yep.
one I dealt with, it was just straight up the price, and they didn't charge me PDI. I think just freight, a little bit of freight, I think. And That was it. Taxes. Done.
Yep.
No
Yep.
bullshit. Yeah.
Good dealer is invaluable these days. That's you have your good dealers, you got your bad dealers, and then you got your horrible dealers.
Yeah. Yeah,
A
we got
lot a lot of them are bad dealers, though.
we got a horrible one not too far from here, and I'll bring it up. I'll bring their name up so everyone knows not to go there, and they probably know anyways. The one that's called Throttle Power Sports in Kingston. They got 2 other locations. I don't know if it's the same, but the one in Kingston, they're just screwing people over left and right.
A
They're
lot of
awful.
them do, man. It's money. It's all about the money.
Yeah, and they don't
We
want to
all
do
like
the
money. We all like money. We ain't fooling nobody. We all like money. But
well,
there's
we
a
need
right way to get it, and there's a wrong way to get it.
That's right. Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of alluded to it. I was working on something. I'm working on something. It's in the early stages, but here's my plan. My first plan is to try to get a hold of Cfmoto Canada somehow and work with them. Get them to send me a demo U-Force, no cost. Just send it to me, and I'll come and get it, and I'll take it back, whatever. But I want to use it for plowing snow. Or wrong, blowing snow. My driveway is a cool driveway. It's long and it's straight, and it's just a cool driveway to promote a snowblower on a UTV.
Yeah.
So that was my original plan. Now I thought, hey, why not just put the snowblower on my Cforce, and I'll throw chains on the tires, and that will do the job. So I thought, well, that way we can just cancel Cfmoto out of the equation, because I know I probably won't get anywhere, but I might get somewhere with a company that makes those snowblowers. And
if you're not in Cfmoto's pocket, they ain't helping.
yeah,
Them guys, man, some of the stuff they do.
yeah. So that's my plan. I'm gonna contact a few of them that make a snowblower. I'll look at reviews, see which ones are good. I don't want a junky one. And if I can attach it to my Cfmoto, I'm gonna rock some videos out with blowing out the driveways or the driveway here, and help them promote it. Like, I mean, those things are expensive, but there's people that could use those and probably do have money to buy one. So that's what I'm hoping to try and do. It'd be a lot of fun. And hopefully I can get a demo snowblower. I don't want to pay for one.
No.
Like, not if I'm moving.
Ben says, hey, Steve, my break-in service was $626. I was quoted $385. $385 for a service isn't bad, depending upon what all they're doing. Boyd's Farm Supply in Fordwich, Ontario is a great dealer. I've heard great things about that dealership, Ben says.
I've never heard of that one. That's good to know. Where is Fordwich? White Knight? I don't have my phone. Oh, my phone's on. Yeah, I'm not like I don't have my phone, but I'm doing the live on the phone. But I don't want to search it right now. So I never heard of Fordwich.
Now, hey, Roland, I have to ask you.
Sure.
When are you going to upgrade to a wireless mic so you're not tripping all over your mic cord every time you do a video?
Well, a while back I heard that sometimes they cut out on you and don't work, and I just thought I'd avoid that headache.
They really don't. As long as you're not going 300 feet away from them. So that's what I use. I use all wireless mics. What do you record it to? Your phone?
Yeah, I only use my phone.
Let me go through my setups and see which ones I don't use anymore, because I upgrade them all the time. I see a fancy one and I gotta have it, you know. I'll send you one.
Well, I have no problem buying one. It's just I thought at least I won't have to worry about any bad connection. But if you're
You
saying
really,
they work,
they do. That's all I use. I might have had one or two issues maybe out of everything, but it's usually like because the ones I have, they're wireless, but they have a wired mic that comes up your shirt. Like I would forget to screw the because it has a plug and then a screw to lock it so it don't come unplugged. I
yeah.
forget to screw it in and it come unplugged. Or I just got these DJI ones.
I was going to ask you what brand you're using.
These are the DJI. I have some knockoff ones from Amazon. They're pretty good though.
Oh,
But I just bought these ones. These are pretty sweet.
I believe it.
And it's got a touchscreen display on it.
Not too technical for an old guy like me to figure out.
It's really not. No. So when you pull off the receiver and it's got the touchscreen display, it shows you. I know it's hard to see because of the camera and all that stuff. But right here is your audio levels. Then you swipe down and it has all your settings.
Oh,
Simple settings. Very simple. These were $400. These were not cheap, but they're worth it.
well, yeah, you're getting into some good video shooting and that filming.
Yep.
So yeah, you need the good stuff.
Yes.
Well,
And these also, so you can hit this record button and it will record to this device and your camera. So if something happens, the audio is still there.
Oh.
And you can also, so this is a mic and it has a windscreen cover, you know, them floofy things.
Yeah.
You can put on there, or right here's a mic jack where you can clip this on your belt and then run a mic up your shirt if you want.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty cool. They're expensive, but they're pretty cool. But they make cheaper stuff too. I have some. I'll go through when I go through my camera gear and get rid of stuff. I'll see which ones I got.
All right, thanks.
Send you some.
So you're getting tired of seeing me tripping on a cord, are you?
Every time I watch your videos, I'm like,
yeah, old school.
I've done it. I've done it a time or two, you know.
Yeah. Here I have got cords running everywhere. I'm using my phone still. Yeah.
Oh, nothing wrong with using your phone. I did probably over 1,000 videos with just my phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I started.
You can get good video out of a phone these days. I mean, it's hard to beat a quick camera like that. The only downside to it is how long you record and all that. But
with a phone?
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm at about 33%, which is okay. I'm still good. My battery on my phone. I was just gonna. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I hope I don't go anywhere. Can you still see me?
You're froze, but yeah.
Okay, I gotta try something. I gotta go check my because I'm on data just to do this because my son's gaming downstairs. Oh, I'm good. Oh no, I'm not. 9.5 gigabyte. I mean, I got 12 altogether. So yeah, we won't stay on much longer.
Right.
Holy shit! Yeah.
But you don't have unlimited anything on your phone plan?
I don't know if you know about Canadian mobile companies. Yeah, they're giving it to us dry. I actually watched a video yesterday of this girl near Toronto, and she was talking about it. She says her video was something like she'd done like 3 videos. The first one was 5 biggest scams in life, and this was her third video, more scams, and it is the Canadian mobile companies in Canada. And she was praising the US for their companies because we're paying an average, roughly, not an average, probably the lowest, $70, $80 a month. And we don't have unlimited data. That's not even, I can't even phone to the US. So in the US, she says you guys are paying around 30 for unlimited and all the bells and whistles.
See, we get a lot of Canadians that buy stuff from us, and if they have like a technical error or something that happens or a package lost, they do not want to call us. And I'm like, Facebook, use Facebook.
Yeah. I know every time we talk, you got to
Hey,
call
Ben.
me.
See ya.
Take care,
Yeah.
Ben. Yeah, it's more bullshit.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it is. Like most of our cell phone companies are all unlimited everything. And don't get me wrong, my cell phone bill every month is almost $600. But I have
Oh,
I have a lot of stuff.
okay.
We got 6 phones, watches,
Oh, okay.
we got mobile internet for the camper and everything.
That's
But
nice.
yeah, it for what we have, it's actually cheap.
Wow. See, for us, we got 4 phones and like 4 people, 4 phones, and we don't have all the bells and whistles. We're all capped out at a certain amount, and we're paying $280 a month. You know.
See, for a basic phone plan here that's unlimited everything, calling, internet, text, all of that, you can get a basic phone plan like prepaid would be about $50 a month here. Or if you, so let's say I didn't have all the extra internet stuff for the camper and the watches and the stuff. For 6 phones on our plan, it would be $200. All of those are unlimited. But then I have the home internet thing that I take to the camper, and we have the watches and the phone payments and everything else that makes it that high.
Yeah. Our home internet's crazy too, just like our phones. Like I live here in the country, so I got Starlink.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at 165 a month for that. It's
Didn't that used
ridiculous.
to be 99?
I don't know. I don't
I
know. What
think
I was gonna say, what pissed me off is when I got my dish and my router, it was $600 or $700 for the equipment, and then just recently they knocked it down to 199. Thank you.
yeah.
But I think it's gone back up now, or it's going back up soon.
So we call our cable company like every year because they'll raise our bill and it's stupid astronomical that they do. And I'll call them and I'll say, I would like to get this package that you're offering for the people that's never had a bill with you for this price, because they'll offer the same service we got for half the price.
Right.
And they'll lock it in for like a year or 2 or 3 years. And I'll call them and they'll say no, we can't do that for you. And I'll go, okay, well, I'll cancel. I'll wait a month and then I'll be a new subscriber again and I'll get it locked in for 3 years. So we got to do that type of stuff. We got to scam them because they scamming us.
That sucks, but you also probably have to spend an hour or 2 on the phone.
You do.
That's the
Just to
worst
save.
part.
But that's a lot of money that you save to do that.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
it's so stupid that you even have to do it.
You got to do that sort of stuff with everything now, even house and car insurances. And
Yeah.
you got to change companies. Before, you could stay with a company for decades.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
I gotta go try and get my dog his medicine now. It's always great hearing from you guys. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you, Cam. It was good to see you, buddy. Thank you.
Good seeing you, Cam.
Yeah, it's a shame what you got to do in life, man. And I'm not cheap by any means. I'll spend money if I got to, but dang it, there's a limit to everything.
Yeah, you don't want to throw it away.
No. We totally got rid of all of our cable. We haven't had cable in our house in 5 years.
I haven't had cable since the year 2000.
I don't blame you.
So it's been 23 years now. We had
We
an
bought
antenna. Yeah, we
Here's
just did it with an antenna, and it was awesome in the city. And then we moved out here and just use internet.
here's something funny. My wife wanted a new TV for the living room. So I went to Best Buy and I bought her an 85-inch TV. I paid $200. They come and they hung it on my wall. I told her, I said, I'd rather pay them $200 and let them drop it than me spend $2,000 and drop it and have to spend $2,000 more dollars. So I paid them $200 and let them come and install it. We're sitting there watching it, and I always fidget with the remote. I accidentally hit the live TV button. Now, mind you, there's no cable, no antenna, no nothing, just the internet. It went to the live antenna channels. Crystal freaking clear pictures.
Wow.
For shits and giggles, we're scrolling through these channels. Every channel on there is crystal clear HD. And I looked at her and I'm like, we ain't got no antenna hooked up to this thing. I'm wondering if it's got a built-in antenna in it.
Right.
We're in the city, so getting clear channels is pretty easy to do, you know?
Right. Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we had an antenna in the city. It worked perfect. I think it was 12 channels.
There's way more than that these days.
I don't even like TV to start with. But I don't know. It's not that I don't like it. I don't have time for it.
No.
There's other
always
things I'd rather do.
Always trying to do other things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially this kind of stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. More fun. And if I'm just killing time, I'd rather watch something that I can learn or just veg out.
I told my wife, I said, I'd rather watch a YouTube creator, somebody who's working hard on his videos. You're supporting an actual somebody,
Yeah.
you know, instead of paying a cable company. You're going to get better content watching some stranger do something stupid, fun, whatever. You're going to get better content, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. I pay for YouTube Premium. It's like $20 a month for a family plan, so we don't have ads. But the YouTube Premium pays the creators more money. So you're helping them more by not watching ads than what you would watching ads. And you just get to interact with real people instead of actors that make $1 million and hop out of their Rolls Royces with their noses stuck in the air, you know.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you and I talked about that before. You know, we got our favorite channels, and it's so entertaining. Like, it's reality TV, but on steroids, and it's way better, like, than just a bunch of bullshit. Like people,
it's way better, and you get to support somebody, and even if it's somebody you don't know, it's still somebody that's out there in the creator world that's working hard. You know what it's like to create videos. It's not easy. I mean, yes, some videos you could breeze right through them, but then you got to edit them.
Yeah.
And then you got to figure out a thumbnail that people are going to click on, which is the hardest thing in the world to do.
Yeah.
And then all that other stuff that goes along with it. For a 15-minute video, depending upon the video, you're in it for 2 days.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And then you got to put up with the yo-yos. Like a couple days ago, or maybe it was yesterday morning, I put out a video on my other channel, how to sharpen a chainsaw chain. And when I was done sharpening my chainsaw, I went and tested it on a tree, and it worked really well. But my dad taught me how to do it, and some guy answered, or some guy commented today. He goes, "You're totally doing this wrong." He says, "I suggest you go watch some other videos of people that are doing it right and learn how to do it before you make a video." And I said to him, I said, "You're either really dumb or you're just kidding."
Yeah.
You know. And I said something
There's
else, I just can't remember. I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" So I was with my dad when I got the comment. I said, "Did you watch my video?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Did I do something wrong?" He says, "No, you did it perfectly." So I know there's only one way to sharpen a friggin' chainsaw chain. It's either you do it properly or you do it kind of shitty. Like you got to keep
yeah.
your file nice and straight.
Yeah.
And I did that. So otherwise, there's no other way to goof up.
No, you got these people that they just, man, it was a view. It counted.
Yeah, yeah, and a comment.
Yep, and a comment. Yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta I always say I love the haters too, because people think I'm nuts when I say this, but haters support you more than your fans do. They really do. They're the ones that always got something to say in the comment section. They're the ones that are at the very minimum clicking the thumbs down button. Because most of your fans, they won't even click the thumbs up button.
Yeah, and it's the same thing.
Yep.
Like it's a good thing, actually.
Yes, it's a good thing. So
They
they,
don't know
you know,
that.
like, and not that your fans don't want to, they're just, most of them are watching you on their TV. And then when your video's over, they just move on to the next video. We all do that, right?
Yeah.
But you got them haters that go out of their way to interact with you, and that's the good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love them. I love them to death.
Imagine having such a sucky life that you have to do that.
Yeah.
And a shitty mindset. Yeah.
I get
It's all good.
thousands of comments that are bads. I used to delete them. I started leaving them about 2 years ago. I started leaving them, and I noticed because I'm leaving them, other people are commenting on them, and then it'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and next thing you know, you took one comment and turned it into a couple hundred.
Yeah, and YouTube likes that.
YouTube likes that.
They see people are interacting and they show it more.
And that's all they care about. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful thing.
Yep.
Because algorithm, robot, whatever they want to call it, software, they can't tell the difference between a bad comment and a good comment, really, unless there's some, like, swearing or
profanity
going in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that light behind me changing colors? It is. I swear to God, it was just blue. I'm in my son's room. He's not here, so I thought I'd come somewhere where it's quiet. I was carrying a chair down the hallway to go to my own room, and I realized no one's here, so I came in here. He's got a nice setup. I'll show you this. Then I'll get off of here, let everybody go. I don't know if you can see that. So you had the big TV behind me, and then he's got 3 screens there. Shit, the chair's in the way.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, he's 18, right? That's all the thing. But he's good at filming and stuff too. He's got a nice camera, and he's got his what do you call that thing? Drone. And he was doing good with his channel, and he didn't quite get monetized, and he kind of gave up for a while. But he wants to go to school for filming. I think he was just getting tired of the content he was making, like scenery and all that. And he doesn't have wheels, so he's always bugging us to drive him. And of course, we give him a hard time because we're busy. And but I get it.
This is my Sony A7 III. I just bought this lens This is a wide angle lens. It's 14 millimeter lens. You can't zoom or anything with it. It's just wide angle. I bought this for the content that we're going to be pumping out of the shop.
Right.
And I actually used this. Did you see my Chucky Hits the Trails video?
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is the camera that we shot it with.
Cool. And I don't know what you're doing for effects, but that's pretty neat stuff. In your video?
I'll show you a little secret. It's free.
It won't be a secret now.
No, everybody might hate me after this.
Rob L says, I agree that you guys were saying earlier about the touring model ATVs just ride so much better. Definitely.
Yeah.
When I saw that, Rob L, I thought it was my brother, because I think he has that on his channel, but I know it's not my brother. Okay, what are you showing me?
Download the app called CapCut.
I got that.
You
but
got
I don't know
that?
how to use it.
Then go down to the bottom where it says templates.
Okay.
And there's all your effects.
Ah, cool. I'll have to get right in there and play with that.
Now, some of the stuff I do is not just as easy as using the effects. I manipulate multiple different effects. So I'll create like 6 different videos and then I'll merge them into one.
Right.
And get some of the effects that I get. But it's easier than using your computer and doing the effects in DaVinci Resolve. You know, just that's a pretty sweet app.
Is that free version of that app, or you pay?
So I pay for it. Yeah.
Rob says he's not my brother.
Unless he's in Michigan.
I knew it wasn't him, but yeah, his YouTube is Rob L too, I believe. Threw me off there for a second, but I knew he doesn't know anything about ATV, so I knew it couldn't have been him. Yeah. Well, you know what? We should wrap this up. It's getting 8:24. My battery's down to 20%, so we'll wrap it up. And I want to say thanks to everyone for showing up, and thanks to Steve for hosting the show.
Yeah.
I needed that, actually. Like, right. I got to figure out what happened to that volume and get that fixed.
Yeah, for next time, for sure.
Yeah. I don't do live.
Uh-oh. I think he disappeared, guys. We'll see if he pops back in. I think he disappeared. He did something. He was gone. He may not. He might be like, oh, there he is. Yeah, he's coming. Maybe. There you go. I don't know what you did.
I picked up my phone. I don't know what I did. Just picked it up.
Uh-oh.
Such a noob.
That's all right.
Been on YouTube since 2019, and well, I'm a noob to live streams, that's for sure.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, thanks for everyone. Thanks, Steve. And anybody, you know, you want stuff for your Cfmoto, get a hold of Steve. Go to rngperformance.net and check out his website. See what he's got on there.
We're adding a lot of stuff every day. There's so much stuff on there now. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Good stuff.
All right, Roland. Well, we'll see you, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. We'll do this again.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.